Hello, everybody. I'm Sandro Sutti, the Globe Country Coordinator for Italy and a retired chemistry teacher. I want to speak about microplastics today, as the spread of microplastics in the environment is an environmental emergency. That's why a microplastics monitoring protocol has been developed at Deakin University in Australia in collaboration with GLOBE Italy. The protocol has been trialed by a number of GLOBE schools in Europe and Eurasia in the last few months. The aim of the trial is to refine the protocol before submission to GLOBE for consideration. But now I shall introduce Alessandra and Stuart, who can provide more details and information about our achievement and goals. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Australia. I'm Alessandra.
And I'm Stuart, and together we've been hunting for microplastics on a global scale. Microplastics, such as this blue example in the photo here, are small plastic pieces or textile fibers of 5 millimeters or lower in size. They inhabit all the spheres, but of particular interest to this draft protocol, the hydrosphere. They're a problem because they can carry alien species and chemicals from one part of the planet to another and can also be mistaken for food. As such, they can enter the food chain. Essentially, microplastics simply do not belong here. They can be primary microplastics, which are those which were made small and remain small, or they can be secondary microplastics, which were once part of a larger plastic item, which over time has broken down into many smaller pieces of plastic.
But how many small pieces of plastics are out there in the environment, and in particular in surface waters? Many research groups have tried to estimate the number with very different results. These results vary so greatly because the methods that have been used were different. One thing is for sure, though, most studies underestimate the presence of plastics in the environment, and most studies are very localized. And this is where we want to harness the power of a global network of schools. What we're doing to help is give GLOBE schools a draft protocol to test it. We aim the protocol at being accessible and safe for schools to implement, but also scientifically rigorous. We have developed a training program for teachers, country coordinators, and deputy country coordinators, such that they then can go and train their students, and with their students test the protocol on the field. We collect the data that the schools are collecting and also their feedback. The feedback helps us greatly to refine the protocol.
The draft protocol has been developed over some time, but then has been trialled in partnership with a broad variety of Europe and Eurasia GLOBE schools. So far, we've had participation across more than a dozen countries, with a great number of teachers participating so far, and that number continues to increase. They've been supported by a network of country coordinators and their deputies. What's most exciting is that we've seen a broad range of age groups represented among the student body, with people participating from the age of 8 years up to the end of high school. The protocol steps are deliberately simple and standardized. To collect a sample in a clean bottle, record where and the temperature of the sample, and then to filter and observe what you find. You can then analyze this statistically, and there's an option to collaborate with local scientists who might have technical knowledge or equipment to help further. As can be seen in the photos here, we've had a very broad range of ages and areas participate in this trial, such as this very young student sampling from a stream on the left, through to older students finding innovative ways to take science out into the environment to undertake this trial.
The filtration step is also portable because the equipment necessary to deploy it is very simple and also portable. But most importantly, the students interface with scientific equipment, and they can do this in a laboratory, furthering their STEM skills. The observation of the samples is something that is very exciting for students, such as this student looking down a microscope. They get to see the problem live. The outcomes of our trial so far are very encouraging. The protocol has been integrated into many curricula all over Europe and Eurasia, has engaged students to a large extent, but also has helped to build new collaborations with local experts or universities or country coordinators. The community has also become involved in the sampling aspects, but one thing is for sure, a lot of training is required to correctly identify microplastics.
These outcomes are based on the survey results, which have had a broad variety of respondents. All have found this engaging and have rated it as an excellent draft protocol. They acknowledge the hardest part is the microscopy, particularly recognition of the items they filter, also sourcing some equipment of high quality. Plus, there's the challenge of COVID, which we've all faced. But what's really encouraging is that everyone would like to repeat it next year. The multiplier of this trial is broad. There's innumerable collaborations with schools and other bodies, a range of theses completed, and a variety of integrations into other activities, fairs and festivals. There's also been other school curricula integration as well, many cool inventions.
The next step for us is to continue the trial in Europe and Eurasia, but also welcome many of you to join us in the Asia and Pacific region trial that is about to start. See you all soon.
Thank you for your time.